This is my final reflection for Library 266. Sydney worked with me all semester, often networking with personnel in the San Diego Heritage Room and other departments to find the answers to my questions. Collaboration in person and access to the collection gave me insight into the work that goes on behind the scenes. There are actually 3 different types of special collections at the library: the Wangenheim Room or Rare Book Room, Genealogy, and the San Diego Heritage Room, also known as the California Room. Since the move in 2013, the Wangenheim Room has received special focus by the staff because of its popular appeal to the public and potential donors. The move has also had an impact on organization and budget. Most of the general fund is used for supplies, for example, archival box sets. Special Collections is located on the top floor, overlooking San Diego and the Bay. The San Diego Heritage Room shares an open area with Genealogy and has room for study tables, newspaper equipment, and computers. There's also an entrance to the adjacent Wangenheim Room. Popular resources include the city directories, periodicals, and newspapers going back to 1851. There are a variety of other print materials, such as maps, atlases, architectural drawings, books, diaries, memoirs, sheet music, ephemera, and government documents such as the Great Register of Voters. They also have audio and video recordings and paintings. 2 of the oldest pieces are letters written by Father Juan Maria de Salvatierra in 1699 and Father Louis Jaime in 1772. Most of the city budget goes to pay for personnel and fixed costs, like energy. The rest is part of a discretionary fund, and historic need is the large determiner of how discretionary funds are spent, along with patron demand. Special matching funds are raised half by donation and then matched by the general fund. Central section heads decide how donations are allocated. If one department wants to purchase a big ticket item, they can usually do so, but there is a reason behind such purchases, such as supporting a program. There are programming funds in addition to the materials budget. Currently, the biggest cost in special collections is the newspaper database at $29,000 annually. There's a 76-page San Diego Public Library collection management policy for the Central Library. It was last revised in January of 2011. All departments write their own collection policy. The California Room policy describes the scope of the collection, resources, collection level, study or selection tools, and more about the specific subjects per reference numbers. Rick Crawford is the head of the department, and he works with a selector to purchase many of the new materials. Donations are accepted with the understanding that if they do not meet department criteria, they will be given to the Friends of the Library to sell. One of the book dealers with a long time association to the department recently passed away, and his expertise cannot be replaced. My collection development map included, in the core collection, city directories, periodicals, newspapers. I also had a general emphasis section on Baja California and Native Americans. In the specific emphasis section, I had focused on a variety of archival materials, videos, and some of the gems of the collections. My proposed collection map included some digital resources. Notably, there's a newspaper database that covers the years 1984 to 2009 for the San Diego Union-Tribune. There's one just like it at the San Diego State University Library, with a cost of between $30,000 and $50,000 annually, depending on what's negotiated. I also recommended more Spanish materials for the major emphasis concentration on Baja California. Other suggestions for future development included talks with Native American tribes in the region to assess interest in partnering with the library on acquisition of local history materials, or for developing a program, perhaps a workshop series regarding the culture and history of various tribes. The future of the department is concerned with maintaining and growing a viable collection about the past. The best materials are often old and fit collection scope. In many ways, the department is just as it should be. They could use more staff and volunteers. Perhaps advertising about the San Diego Heritage Room specifically would draw more patrons. The library administration, of course, wants to digitize more of the collections. The cost of either outsourcing the job or purchasing equipment for older, fragile resources and paying staff to undertake the tasks involved may be a present consideration rather than reality. There's a current project underway to digitize San Diego obituaries. When the trend is toward making everything available online, the prime location and 61-year history of growing a collection about local history make it a great stop for visitors looking for connections to the past.